friends, how are you people? Today we are going to configure another topology for HSRP. Here you can see the topology. Here we have three routers. We will use them as um, uh, standby of each other, and we have three VLANs in the network: VLAN 10, VLAN 30, VLAN 20. I just terminated all these VLANs on this switch, and this switch is connected with the three routers we are going to configure for the HSRP. This router will act as an ISP router, and we will configure a loopback interface on this router in order to access that or ping that loopback address from these PCs. So guys, let's start from the switch. Here we have a switch, figure terminal, host name switch 1, or in fact switch. This is more than enough. Now we will configure VLANs: VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30. First 5 ports for VLAN 10, second 5 ports for VLAN 30, and third 5 ports for VLAN 20. Interface VLAN. Interface path Ethernet 0/1 to 5. Interface range. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. Interface path Ethernet 0/6 to 10. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 30. Interface range path Ethernet 0/11 to 15. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Now we will configure ports 24, 23 and 22 as trunk ports. Interface range fast Ethernet 0/22 to 24. Switch port mode trunk. Yes, we have a network for VLAN 10 192.168.10.0, and we are going to configure VIP as 10.100. So 192.168.10 dot, let's say 10. 192.168.10.100. Similarly, 192.168.10.11, 192.168.10.100. 192.168.30.10, 192.168.30.100. 192.168.30.11, 192.168.30.100. 192.168.30.20.11. Okay, done. Now we will configure our first router for HSRP. Router dash 1. Mm, this is gig 0/0. We have to configure this interface as we have to configure sub interfaces on these gig 0/0, 0/0, and 0/0. Interface gig 0/0. No shutdown. Okay. Interface gig 0/0 dot 10 encapsulation dot 1q10 IP address 192.168.10 dot 1.255.255.255.0. Okay, standby 1 IP 192.168.10 dot 100. Standby 1 and preempt standby 1 priority 110. Now standby 1 track gig 0/1. We are going to put a track on gig 0/1. Similarly, for other two VLANs, we will configure the sub interfaces on this router. Interface gig 0/0 I encapsulation dot 1q20 IP address 192.168.20 dot 1.255.255. Standby 1 IP 192.168.20 dot 100. Standby 1 preempt. Standby 1 track gig 0/1. Interface 30 encapsulation dot 1q30 IP address 192.830 dot 1.255.255.0. Standby 1 IP 192.168.30 dot 100. Standby 1 preempt. Standby 1 priority. Standby 1 track gig 0/1. Exit. Now we will configure the gig 0/1 with network ID this. Interface gig 0/1. No shutdown. IP address 11.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. Now we are going to configure OSPF on this router as well. So router OSPF 1 network 192.168.10.00 network 192.168. Okay, 20.00 network 192.168.30.0 net network 11. Okay, now we will configure our second router for the HSRP. Host name. Oh yeah. Okay, now we will configure sub interfaces on this router as well. IP address encapsulation dot 1q IP address 192.168.10.2.255.255 standby 1 IP 192.168.10.100, the same IP we configured on our first router. Standby 1 preempt standby 1 105. Here we are going to configure the priority lower than the router 1. Standby 1 track gig 0/1. Standby 1 preempt standby 1 105. Standby 1 track gig 0/1. Encapsulation dot 1q30 IP address 192.168.30.2. Standby 1 IP 192.168.30.100. Standby 1 preempt standby 1 IP address for gig 0/1 is 12.1. IP address 12, router OSPF 1, network 12.1.1.0, network 192.8.10.0, configuration of our router 2 is completed. Now we will configure our router 3. We will configure our sub interfaces. Interface gig 0/0 10, 10.3 255.255.250 standby 1 IP 192.168.30 dot sorry 10 dot 100 standby 1 preempt standby 1 prior. We will keep this router on default priority, which is 100. Okay, standby 1 track gig 0/1 interface gig 0/0.20 IP address encapsulation dot 1Q20 IP address 192.168.20.3 standby 1 IP 192.168 20.100 standby 1 preempt standby 1 priority default standby 1 track gig 0/1 interface gig 0/0.30 IP encapsulation dot 1Q30 IP address 192.168.30.3 standby 1 IP 192.168.30.100 standby 1 preempt standby 1 track gig 0/1 interface gig 0/1 no shutdown IP address will be 10.1.1.1 255.255.0 OSPF1 network 10.1.1.0 router OSPF1 network 192.168.10.0 network 192.168.30.0 You can see that we configured HSRP on this router as well, but right now this router is in listen state because its priority is the least one, and this router is acting as a standby router right now. So standby brief, yes, this is acting as standby and it will be acting as a active. Show standby brief, it is acting as active, it's in active mode, and when it goes down this router will act as an active router and it will take over as a standby router. So let's configure our last router and check the results. Configure terminal host name ISP. First we will configure our gig 0/2 for 11.1.1.0 network. Interface gig 0/2, no shutdown, IP address 11.1.1.255.255.255.0, interface gig 0/1, IP address 12.1.1.2, 255.255.255, no shutdown, interface gig 0/0, IP address 10.1.1.2, 255.255.0, no shutdown, interface we will configure a loopback interface in order to ping from any of our host to create a scenario in which we can say that our host is pinging a remote uh, server or anything else via internet. Interface loopback 1, IP address 200.1.1.100, 255 router OSPF1 network. Now our configuration is complete. Let's check our results. Done. We can we can ping other networks as well. Done. We are able to configure to ping or access the local LANs within an office. So let's check our HSRP configuration, in which let's say let's check ping 200.1.100. Yes, we are able to access our loopback interface. Let's check the route of the traffic. Trace route 200.100. It's going from our router 1. Traffic route is from this host to switch, and then this to R1, and from R1 to our ISP router. Now let's say we shut down our interface 0/1. Now let's check what will be the route of our traffic. Now it's going from our R2. Now let's check the show stand brief. Now this router is acting as an active router. And who will be the standby router? Now let's check. You can see standby. It's acting as a standby now. It has changed from the listen state to the standby state. Here you can see this router is in standby mode now. show standby brief. Now this router is in listen mode. Okay, when interface gig 0/1 of this router goes down, what happens now? It's going from our router 3. Now these two routers will be in standby mode. Oh, sorry, listen mode. Both the routers are in listen mode. Config terminal interface gig 0/1. No shutdown. It has automatically come into the active mode. You can say you can see. Now let's check who is in active mode. Show standby brief. Now this router again is acting as an active router. Show standby brief. It's acting in standby mode, and show standby brief. It's in listen mode. I hope you have understood the idea of HSRP in more clear way. You can add on as many routers as you like, but here you on the main perspective of this topology was to tell you people that you can add more routers on standby mode, but only active and standby routers will be able to take over the process of take over the you can say that responsibilities of each other routers will be acting as will be acting in listen mode, and I hope I have delivered my idea to you people. If you have any queries regarding this topology and this lab, you can comment me and I'll try my level best to answer you people as soon as possible. Thank you.